we need a cut of everything that they made because it's people outside selling Pretty Ricky T-shirts and CDs. I'm like, bro, they didn't even know Pretty Ricky was coming, bro.
What?
Like they was just a secret guest. How could somebody even be outside selling? Now you know, like I know who's gonna be at JUCO selling some Pretty Ricky CDs. And, you know what I'm saying? So then I was like, okay, bro, I know that's not true. So what's your next point? He said, well, I said, bro, this is the event where they donating canned goods and they was trying to get to a competition in Minnesota or somewhere.
Hmm.
And then he was like, listen,
I
Tom,
was at that event, Tom.
if they don't bring half of what they made out, them boys is not gonna go in there. Then I'm like, bro, are you tripping, bro? You gonna take some canned goods or $1 or something? Half you want half or whatever for something that they didn't even know that they was gonna be at? Then he was like, look, I don't care what the record label told you. We don't need no promotion in no country, bloop bloop, Kansas City. And I was like, now I think we beyond the music thing, and I don't really that music ain't even
Right.
really entertaining me no more. It's the principle of everything that we doing. You know what I'm saying? You got these people in my town, and these people has already been announced to walk in the door. Cause you just told me to call and tell them to play their single. So you was that greedy to think you was gonna get some money from a charity event, and then you gonna tell them to go ahead and leave because they didn't give them no money. So the boys hopped in the car and they left. Now we got a problem. I'm not into this music no more. I don't want to talk about music no more. This is bigger than this. So now we gonna have a problem everywhere y'all go in Kansas City, and it's really crazy because I got the schedule, bro. I know where the after party is. But now, since you got the police officers mad at me because them same little boys was outside trying to holler at these little girls, rub all on them and everything, but the police is calling me like, bro, I don't know who these little dudes you bringing, but they outside trying to mess with my daughter. And I'm like, nah, just calm down, just calm down. It went from one problem to the next problem. And then when my man called me and said, look, they just pulled off and left. I was like, okay, it's on from here, bro. Then the daddy, I called him back and I was like, that's your decision? That's really what you want to do? Because I'm telling you, if I was you, I'd go back, bro. Somebody need to go back and say something to the kids, shake a hand or something. Because from this point on, your time in Kansas City is gonna be horrible, bro. And I promise you, it's only best for y'all to leave. Then he was like, you can't tell me what to do. Then he flipped the story and said something about I threatened them. I was a part of BMF, trying to flip the media. So I said, look, how about we do this then? Them kids was only trying to raise $3,500. Your little boy called theyself Pretty Ricky. They making all this money doing shows and all this and that. You manage them. It's your record label. How about y'all don't come back unless y'all take care of this bus that's $3,500. We'll bring all the media out, we bring the radio out, and we'll say Pretty Ricky presented this bus to these kids. The daddy said, man, is you crazy? I ain't giving y'all no $3,500. Man, you gotta be out of here in the country, Kansas City. So now I'm like, this dude is weird. He don't really want to work with us. Now I got the record label calling me. They blowing me up like, look, we need to squash the problem. Nah, we not squashing no problem, bro. I told you what the layout was going to be. These boys making all this money and you can't afford $3,500 and we going to present the bus to some kids who you messed up. It's bigger than this music thing, bro. I don't go to y'all hometown. I don't step on y'all grounds. I don't disrespect y'all kids. I don't talk bad on y'all radio, and you not gonna do that here on my watch, bro. If I let you do it, then the next little corny group gonna do it. The next little artist gonna think they gonna do it. Now everybody feel like they can get over on Kansas City. But the bad part is these people don't understand the history of Kansas City, and they don't understand how real it can get in Kansas City. But when you try to become the peacemaker and try to stop it, and somebody not caring and they cussing you out and telling you they don't need it, but then when you flip over and you go to the record label and you talk to the record label like, how are y'all still going on in Kansas City? And they like, Tom, why are you tripping? Your program director, Myron D, is still playing the record. And I'm like, huh? Let me say this again. Your program director, Myron D, is still on the record. So now I'm like, in the meeting, texting like, Myron, what's going on, bro? They said F Kansas City and talk bad on them and walked out on the kids. Why are you still playing this record? Why are you letting them come to the radio station? You from Kansas City, bro. This is, if you don't help us with this situation, who else gonna help us? And you got the power. You got the microphone. What are you gonna do about it? Well, why are you worried about it, Tom? Why are you tripping? Nah, this means more to me than music, you know? We talking about a whole city. We talking about some kids, bro. Then I got the call. He accepted it. And he said, Tone, I'm going to drop the record. But I didn't accept that like it should have been accepted because, bro, you should have never sell Kansas City out for a couple dollars. And the music industry, if you look at it now, bro, half of these dudes running out here that's bringing these artists in, that's doing all this, bro, you not even doing it for what the original core of doing this for. You got the game messed up.
So what's the original core of doing it?
The original core of doing it was for breaking a record in the market and hooking up with all the tastemakers in the market to make this record work in the market. Mm-hmm. Now it turned to the record label don't even have to pay you no more. Just go take a picture with our artist. Put it on Instagram. That's what this was about. You did all this for an Instagram picture. You broke this dude's record and you passed up all this Kansas City music for an Instagram picture and all this and that. I don't know. Whose side y'all on? I'm not following with the food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're going to break records, we're going to break records, man. And sometimes it's kind of a bad situation, but when you're trying to play the big brother and look out for the city, that's just something that you got to go through, and that's just something that you're going to do. And if that's what you believe in, whatever come with it, just going to come with it then.
Understandable.
But ain't nobody going to knock me off my square in what I believe, you know?
Right. Town come first. Understand exactly what you're saying. It's like that in a few different situations, you know. But I get where you're coming from. And I think the most important part for us to grow as a community is we got to take care of our community. We got to make sure that we don't allow no one to come in, you know what I mean, and disrespect our community or don't give us what they would give anywhere. We got to demand exactly what they give New York, exactly what they give California, they give Atlanta, exactly what they give St. Louis, Chicago, exactly what they give everywhere else. They got to give us the same.
Here's what you'll get. Here's what you'll get. You'll get a record label that will go pay a DJ in this market right here a good amount of money. Because this market over here, it's a different way if you're doing business with the people in the market or if you just calling, I'm the hottest dude. I'm trying to do this. Okay, I know that's a groupie right there. Let me put him on. Because he don't want no money. Mm-hmm. He just want to hang out and take some pictures. Mm-hmm. So that's what killed the game, bro.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, groupies ain't just for females.
Right.
There's a lot of male groupies, too.
Yeah. Man, you speaking. We said we're going to talk the truth.
Golly.
I know I can't invest my time into a whole lot of people that's really not serious about what they really want to do. Now, it's some people that got the talent, they got the drive, they got the music. Yeah. But they getting overshadowed by the people who jumping in the game for the girls. They want to be the hottest at the club. They doing all the goofy stuff to get the attention. So them people who really do music and really got the talent, they being overshadowed by them people. But I'm not gonna spend my time searching for a bunch of people who's not really serious at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Cause if you serious, we gonna end up hooking up. You feel me? I'm gonna find you, you gonna find me. We gonna figure it out somehow in a way. And then when I understand where you trying to come from and what your drive is and what your goal is, then we can take it where we gotta take it. But me being your friend, cause you know what I do, and that's the cool thing, I ain't into that. It's got to be about some money or something. I'm not trying to hang out. I don't want to party with you and your crew. I don't want to hang at the studio. The average record right now come off of going to the studio and bringing the homies and then going to the club. But then after the record drop, where the marketing and promotion? Where the business part at? You ain't getting that. So I'm not into that type of. I'm cool right where I'm at. I'm gonna stay on the level, and if I think you got it, and I think if you got the drive, and I don't just want the talent though. I want everything else to come with it.
That was a question I was gonna ask you. Like, what do you think is the most critical aspect for an artist?
Trying to
Like
put
for being
together
successful.
1,000 songs when it only take one song.
Yep.
Think about what you're putting your money into. How much a video? $500,000. Soon as when you're done with the video, you upload it to YouTube. You gotta make YouTube so many views before you get your first little check.
Yep. Yep.
So the advertising giant done killed you before you seen some money. And now they putting you with this person, and that person, and they making triple the amount of money. But you just shooting a video, bro. That's corny to me. You gotta market and promote. You gotta get out here and shake some hands. The world nowadays feel like I'm gonna pay $200 and upload my video to the world wide web, and tomorrow I'm gonna be the biggest thing out here. Or let me find this influencer who say he did this. Have you noticed in the last couple years you done seen so many different influencers? You probably seen people who influencers that say they work for the school district and got all these different videos. You ain't never seen them before in their life, but it's the business.
Yep.
Somebody got to be the guinea pig to say, hey, look, this is what we doing. Go play this role right here. Promote this right here. You see what I'm saying?
So, Tom, tell me this. What would you say to our town about if they serious about music? What would you tell them would be the first step or two steps that they need to do? What would you say?
Get the ego out the way.
Okay.
Ain't nobody made it, bro.
Okay.
Ain't nobody made it. Stop thinking you better than the next person. Stop thinking you got more. Stop doing the goofy stuff to get on. The baddest part about the music industry right now is a lot of people got the music industry messed up because they make Kansas City look like we corny. We ain't got no money. We can't do this. We can't do that because there's so much begging going on. But if you take it over to the next side of Kansas City, the majority of the side, they like that's all it take. I got a bag too. I might got a cutlass, but it might be $500,000 in this cutlass that you don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't come up in that Benz because that was the new look. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some people are more low key than the next.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I mean, the city be low key.
Yeah.
And
Man,
you gotta respect it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. You know, one thing that my cousin, before he passed away, it's one thing he always told me, and I never forget this. I didn't get it at the time because I was young.
But let me rephrase something.
Uh-huh.
Let's rephrase on what we talking about. Hustling.
Mm-hmm.
Hustling don't mean you gotta be a drug dealer.
No.
The
We ain't
street.
talking about that. No,
You
no,
can wake
right.
up every day and go to work at the fire station, as long as you going to go get it for your family.
Correct.
And you being true to it. That's hustling.
Correct.
So I just wanted to clarify.
Okay. But what he told me is one time he said, he said, man, people say all the time about, keep your fronts up and all that. He was like, but I'm gonna tell you this. Walk around like you broke, $1 million worth of stuff that you're going to get. And I'm like, that don't sound right to me. But then I got what he was trying to say. What he was trying to explain to me is it ain't about flashing and jumping and doing all that. What it's about is trying to put up and work for it. Continue to work every day. Just because you get a couple dollars don't mean now you start flashing, doing all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Stay to the grind. The grind is this purpose. This is what it is. That's basically what he's telling me. Like, it's goofy to go. Because I used to watch him. And I was wondering, like, I see other people do this. You don't do that. He was like, because that ain't what the purpose
is. See, this is one thing. It's another thing that I stick to, too. I stay away from the goofies. And I don't want to be friends with everybody who want to do music. I want to be friends with the people who really music is inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people doing music for the girls, for the fame, for the kicking it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Half of them don't even want to sit down and do the business part of the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
They leaving from the studio uploading. They don't know nothing about split sheets. They don't know nothing about publishing because they ain't put the time into it. Them artists right there are entertainers. They are the goofies. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by goofy. You just out here recording music. You don't care how you get paid. You don't care if you got no publishing. You don't care about. You just doing it for the fad of it, just to say, oh yeah, man, I met this girl last night, or we kicked it over here.
Gotcha.
You
That
just
was
took all
another
that
jewel
money
that was
from.
just dropped.
You just took all that money from your baby mama and your kids out here to front, and that ain't really what you want to do. And some of them, when you put them on the stage in front of the limelight, it's a whole different look.
Together.
You know, you can act a lot in front of a bunch of people, but one day you're gonna have to do it by yourself.
Tom, you done came too real tonight.
Oh, you came real. I knew that's what we was gonna get tonight, and that's what we needed. We needed that talk. I know, you know, the time Grinch is hitting us because it's time to get up out of here. But I gotta hit you with a couple things.
And the stuff that I do, bro, I'm not worried about what the next man do. I'm not worried about what that person doing, he doing. As long as I stick to building the foundation and the pavement that I'm on, bro, that's all I'm worried about. And trying to put these artists on some new platforms and at least let them see or experience what it's like doing it on another level.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. I ain't worried about doing the next show. I ain't worried about 10 albums coming out. I done did that, bro.
Yeah.
How many times do you go to the BET? How many times do you go to the Grammy before you realize, what am I really here for? Am I a fan or am I really a part of it? Because I don't want to be a fan forever. I want to be on that stage.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I ain't on that stage,
I'm low key a fan.
if I ain't on that stage, I just spent $5,000 getting ready to come to the event to watch them.
Yeah.
When I could have spent that $5,000 invested myself, at least giving it a try to get there.
I think it's important
to be on the
note.
stage.
Right.
I think it's important to note that you stay in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be worried about the next person. He got his goal. He got the steps that he taking to accomplish what he set out to accomplish. Man, you can't let nobody sway you one way or the other.
But you know what? If you stand 10 toes down and you keep it 100 in everything that you do, you supposed to get a whole bunch of bullets at you. You see what I'm saying? They supposed to shoot you when you on your way, when you really moving and when you serious, because they wasn't serious about that. They wanted to go play the game. They wanted to go to the club. They wanted to go hang out. You doing something serious is taking yourself away from their fun that they have with you to try to bring you down. Until you say, look, I got to do my friends and family, but I got to handle my business first.
Yeah.
And when you handle your business, it gets more closer. You start seeing it 3D. You know, you seen it from far a long time ago. But the more you nag at it, the more you drive, and the more you stay active, it get more 3D to you.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Tony, we're going to get into this little segment real quick, man, that we're going to hit before we get out of here, because we got to get out of here, because we'll talk to you for another day, man. Keep going. Real quick, we're going to get in We gonna say something. I just want you give us the first thing come to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna give you is top back.
Top back,
Yeah,
convertible.
convertible. All right. Ti.
He did that song at the studio
Yeah.
with Manny Fresh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keisha Cole.
Uh, these dudes ain't loyal. I got the call like Tom. We need you to jump on this record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Henderson Entertainment.
Oh, that dude. Let me tell you about this dude.
Okay.
Now, see, it's two sides to this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Tone Henderson is the humble, the laid back, humble person that really ain't into that part of it. He's just like to do what he do. Now that Henderson Entertainment guy, that's all he want to do is work, prove his point. Whatever you put in front of him, he gonna get it done just to show you it's done. Signed, sealed, delivered. What's next? Tom, you might catch him any day at any moment. He might be one way. He might not want to hear no music one day. He might want to go kick it at the studio all day. Just depends on where you catch him at.
Okay. We hold it down for KC.
It's gotta be. We gotta be, man. It's gotta be some people that really want to see the community grow. It's gotta be some people that really want to see the kids be able to live, have fun, go to school, hang out, kick it with their friends. We can't go back teaching the kids the same things that we went through.
Yeah.
Because some of us went through some situations that we shouldn't have went through. And if you're trying to show the kids the same things that you went through that wasn't wrong, you ain't right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
If you really the big homie, you gonna try to show him something that he ain't never seen that's gonna keep him around for a long time.
Man, say that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's too many kids out here that fall victim to being the flunky to the big homie.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or the do boy.
Yeah.
But them the goofies. They
But-
following the goofies.
How do you call them goofy when that's all they see every day?
I'm talking about the ones leading them.
Yeah, the leaders.
Yeah.
Because you leading them down the wrong
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
But in any situation, when you find a bunch of followers that's gonna help your situation, one day they'll wake up and see the light once the party over with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it take people longer. Than
Yeah.
the next
This is true.
person.
KC is the time.
Rich the Factor. Famous words.
Yeah.
He stood on them words forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to take it from him, but they don't understand the bigger picture and what he really believed in and what he really want to do for the town.
Mm.
He just expressed a lot through music and really ain't had time to put the time that it take to show the town what it really take. Because when you fight one road, when that road get busy, it's all highway from that point.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. True to the game.
Manny Haley. I was brung that project before the COVID hit or something. And they was like, we got this new movie coming out. I actually went and met with the whole staff. They wanted me to work with them. But I just wanted to keep it independent, and he respected that. I liked the Manny for that. Because some people, when they want you to work for them, and they want you to be under them. Some people want to see you grow and want to see you shine and want to help you shine. And that's what I liked about him. He didn't want to keep me under the wing. He wanted me to grow. And at this point, if I didn't grow, I wouldn't feel right going back in front of him, L.A. Reid, or none of them if I didn't learn nothing from it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go back and meet these people at this point in time in my career and be like, I'm still a fan of music. What have you done in that time from the game that I gave you and the time that you sat in these seats, what
Mhm.
knowledge did you pick up from that? I ran all the way with it. You ain't gotta show me no more. I'm from Kansas City, bro. Show me once.
Kansas City, bro.
Midwest got skills.
That was a platform that I thought of trying to put independent artists from an area of the whole Midwest on the same platform where you could view some good videos and see some good talent and get out here and fight the world and let everybody know it's the Midwest versus the world.
Okay. Talk to me about the Face Records.
Geniuses. I was a part of history. I was able to experience history from two a crew. I'm not even gonna say two because I think LA and Babyface was the forefront, but the engine came from the staff, and it came from a great group of family people that was family orientated, and everybody had the idea of winning.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a university that you could ever go to that you would want to experience in a certain part of time.
The Henderson boys.
That's Tommy Henderson and Tone Henderson. And everybody in the industry used to get us mixed up all the time. The Face Records. It was either you seen Tommy or Tone. Tommy was a good guy from Indianapolis. Babyface right hand man. I mean, I think he kept it real with me when he seen something in me or he believed in me or he just liked what I said. Whatever it was, it worked. You feel me? But I just believe in myself and thank myself for keeping it real at that moment when it came.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then being able to stay focused on the opportunity and keep pushing.
Yeah. I love that you recognize that in yourself, man.
Yeah.
Cause the hustle was in you from the beginning. And, I mean, you took a chance on yourself that, I mean, could have ended up anywhere, could have ended up nowhere.
But I'm saying when you,
Yeah.
it just depends on, it's just like some situations, you know. Some people didn't have certain things in life.
Yeah.
But what you had, you made the best of. And if you made the best of it and you didn't have it, I think that was a little bit more drive that I wanted to be on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can give somebody something and they might not even be able to take advantage of what they got. But you can give somebody that ain't never had something and they can show you a whole lot about
Yep.
what they ain't never had.
Ahmad Rashad.
He was a good dude. We kind of bumped heads in the beginning. I didn't understand the situation being from Kansas City, a hard head. But I think when you build a relationship and you just keep it 100 and you keep your beliefs, and when you find out a bad situation could turn into a good situation, but if you don't never look for the situation to be good, that's all you face with. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to deal with the bad. I don't go in a situation looking for it to be good.
Yep.
I was at the bad yesterday.
Gotcha.
I feel like that's that die mentality, man. You're always waiting on the other shoe to drop.
Gotta get it in this world. It's too many different ways. It's too much money out here, man. I was just telling my partner yesterday, boy, you could wrap your truck and ride around and make money from that. And he was like, bro, what?
That's on my way.
You know? But that's the problem with the streets and the kids. If we don't show them it's other ways to make money,
Yep.
or we don't show them it's other ways, the streets is just what's been going fried right now.
Mm.
But
Toys in the hood.
who's to say that man that's in that suit ain't just as
Just right.
you
Yeah,
know what I'm
straight up.
saying?
You right.
There's been a lot of insurance men that done got over on our parents.
You so right.
Man, let me tell you.
So I just try to be me, bro, and I don't try to follow nobody rules. I don't want to know what nobody doing. I don't really try to search and seek what's going on. I think if you stay in your lane and you figure your lane out and you just keep
You
building
build on that, yo.
and just keep pounding on that pavement, then she gonna crack, bro. Eventually.
And that's it. That's it.
You only lose
That's
when
all
you
you
give
need.
up,
Yeah.
That's true.
and you don't win until you take the first step.
No, it's real.
Toys in the Hood.
Toys in the Hood was a program that Casper and the Hitman DJ started. I was at LaFace Records at the time, and we was out doing promotions with them, and our goal was to be able to provide for families who we was trying to put smiles on kids' faces for the holidays, and then expanded out to be in worldwide, and we just broke it down, and I brought it to Kansas City, and I wanted the Midwest to experience what Toys in the Hood was. But the goal is to put smiles on kids' faces.
Yeah, I see you.
And to
loaded
get the
them
community
trucks.
together.
Yeah.
Get the community together and get the good people in the community that's serious about helping. The rest, we ain't got to worry about them. Because we all in this one pile know what our goal is.
Yep.
And as long as we know that,
It's going forward.
I done been in situations to Toys in the Hood where we did Toys in the Hood in Atlanta, bro. And the dudes from the streets didn't even want us to come in the hood. They didn't want us to give them kids no toys. But when you look at it from a different perspective and on a bigger picture, you come in these dudes' hood who they feel like they the hustlers, they the providers, and you belittling them by providing for their baby mamas, for their brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of look at you kind of weird. And we got to the point where at this time we thought, hey, we in here with about 200 kids. It's about 20 of them dudes outside, and it's about 10 of us. Either we gonna let these dudes come in this door and control this whole environment, or we gonna set the narrative for the environment.
Come on, that's what I'm trying to hear.
And setting the narrative from environment, bro, if you don't understand what's really going on in here, that people are giving back to help the people who need, regardless of what you out there doing, taking penitentiary chances, you not giving back to these kids. You not providing, and we stepped in to do that. So from this point on, whatever you feel like you gonna do it. Bust them on. We ain't going nowhere, I know that.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
each one of these kids gonna get some toys. Everybody gonna be happy. And
Yes,
whatever
your
you
baby
feel like
mama
you want to do
calling me.
outside, or
It's
whatever
turned
you
up.
feel like you want to bring in here, we can handle that too. It ain't gotta be police everywhere. It's just real, recognized real, bro.
Yeah. Always worldwide. That's worldwide.
Right.
Well, Tom, we gonna get to our end. We got one question: how we finish up every show. But I want to say this before we go. This man, we got plenty more to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
and I love to reserve the right to.
I told
You know what I'm
you,
saying?
I
Get
told
you
you
back.
the day when we first met. I see what the picture is. I
Yeah.
see what
You
you're
told
trying
me
to
that.
do.
Yeah.
I see what your goal is, bro. I'm gonna step in every way that I can and help every way that I can, because the narrative for what the kids need and where we going with the kids of our future, that's the role that you playing. So that'd be like me holding all my contacts and not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or not caring about what the kids, when I already done came from that era. I already seen how the kids, how it worked. You know what I'm saying? If I can't play that part in helping the kids, I would be wrong if I didn't help you and you had the time to help the kids.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Man, I appreciate that. You did tell me that from the jump, and so we're gonna continue to move, but we want to reserve the right to get you back later on. You know what I mean? Have a part 2 and talk about some more
I told you
things.
we're gonna do the studio with the kids. We're
Yeah.
gonna do a whole lot of stuff
That's
with
gonna
the
We
kids.
on there.
That's
So-
no doubt.
Let me get you to this last question.
Mm-hmm.
We at the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and at the Super Bowl, they called your ticket and said you won a 60-second commercial at halftime. You can't sell it. What you fill that commercial with? All you have is the time to walk down to the field. You know, we're at center field. You got that time, and then they're gonna shoot the commercial. So what I want you to do is not tell us what you would do, but look into that camera over there, that one right there. Look in there and give us the commercial. What do? You got 60 seconds. We starting now.
I'm gonna let the world know where the real talent is, and the talent is breaking out, and a new wave of music is coming out of Kansas City. I'm not here for the corporate dollars. I'm not here for the Super Bowl sponsorship. I'm not here for none of that. I'm here for the artist that's really striving and looking for a way out of the Midwest. Now, give me my bag.
I love it.
Why?
You weren't gonna tell them where to find you or nothing?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It ain't hard to find.
It ain't hard to find.
It ain't hard to
If you
find,
know,
bro.
you know.
I
If
love
you
it.
know, you know.
You know, you know.
I'd rather my phone ring for business than a bunch of
Gotcha.
wannabe business.
I got you.
Dreams.
Tom, we appreciate it, man. You
Okay,
kept it
we'll take
100 with us.
all
You
day.
had that real, authentic Jenna, that conversation, that
Man.
speak truth to power. You know what I'm saying? Like you said. And I think we dropped a lot of jewels today for our community, for not just our kids, but for our community, our adults too, and for those who are looking for that music industry. All right. I'm looking forward to being able to see you. You know what I'm saying? This Thursday, we got some things that we're doing with the kids. You already came, but we got some things we're doing. We also got things, I got to say a couple things before we get out here. I got to give a huge shout out to the Popper and to the IMKC store. That's where we are now on 18th and Vine, IMKC, the clothing store here. Got to give a huge shout out for several things. One, letting us be here and do this, but then also for his support of our Jenna Club, our Connecting the Dots after school program. They're doing big things and helping, in our community with that through Tone Henderson. So appreciate that. Got to also say shout out to Drip Ultra Pure Water, David Jordan.
He left us.
Yeah, he left us. He shot out on us.
Did.
He
You
hit
know
us
what I'm
with
saying?
the trick questions and ran out the door.
But we also got to give a shout out to another one of our segment partners, Sweetie's Tea,
Indeed.
with Miss Erin Jones. Got to do that as well. Then also got to tell you, I cannot forget my brother. They had they had one of the greatest educational day parties this past Saturday. Stick Talk, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Stick Talk Dunny, Stick Talk Pat, Mike James, with the release of their either the ebook, the Stick Talk ebook.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's great. Another one, New Wall Street. Got to make sure we get that out here for our people. And then my heart, my prayers, my love goes out to Gary Wilson. Wilson's Pizza and Grill off 1801 Quindaro Boulevard. Heart goes out there to the lost with his family. We love you, Mr. Wilson. We appreciate you. Our heart and prayers go out to you, but got to make sure that we send that to you, but then also with the sponsorship that he does with our Evening Social podcast.
Yeah.
So we're at the end. We love you, appreciate it. This is the Evening Social podcast. We've been here with Tone Henderson at the IMKC clothing store.
I'm so KC.
I'm so KC.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm changing the name.
Don't you changing the name? What's the
Tap in, man. Kids, man. Tap in.